New game. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Do you wish to continue? That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water, it really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. I can't wait to ah choo. I'm sorry everyone. It must be the dust. Get those allergies under control, Maria. Don't worry guys, I'm sure with a little elbow grease we can make this cabin shine. So, are you volunteering to clean Gregor? No. Not many supplies here. I guess we'll have to go out and get what we need. There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some firewood, okay? Leave that to me, little guy. I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Maria from dying due to this dust. Hey! Allergies are nothing to joke about, Karen. Of course her name's Karen. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. Thanks, Anatoly. His name is Anatoly. I think I'll go foraging outside. With over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds, there's bound to be treasure up here. Roughing it is fun. Anatoly knows much about edible foods. We're in good hands. I think the slime molds would be most delicious. Well, certainly not. What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous, Anatoly? I can figure that out. You can be the canary in the coal mine, Anatoly. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. They won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. I'm sure that'll help. Number 1 is Anatoly. Oh yeah, sorry Maria. Got carried away again. I'll have Anatoly look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals. If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some of the food we've brought. You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea, champ. Anatoly and Maria are getting the food, Gregor is gathering firewood. That makes you our designated chef. Everyone's looking at you expectantly. You nod. Very excited to try your cooking. Alright everyone, let's go to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Maria. Anatoly. Gregor. The three exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone. Oh, don't leave me alone with Karen. What the fuck? I think Anatoly put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. Tutorial. To save the game, right-click or hit the escape button on your keyboard to pull up the menu. This menu will also allow you to adjust volume levels or exit the title. Title screen to view unlockables. Please note, going back to the main menu or exiting the game without saving will remove progress you've made. Be sure to save. Do you have any experience making meals? Okay. Yeah, no, totally. I'm totally experiencing cooking. You know? Is that so? Looking at you, I'd think you'd be good at serving up food poisoning. Wow, what a bitch. Right? It looks like Karen will remember that. Anyways. Going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. What a bitch! Karen heads to the living room and starts dusting a little bit. You decide to look around the kitchen to find ingredients for the meals tonight. You never know what you'll find around the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once. Got it. Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? Check the cupboards. The first few cupboards are empty. Anatoly must have put the supplies somewhere else. The drawers. You check the drawers on the left. Dot dot dot. Just some dirty knives. Behind the woodpile? There's nothing but cobwebs back here. Thankfully, no spiders. You check the cupboards again. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. Ew. You check the drawers above the mouse hole. Some kind of mold is growing on this one. Maybe Karen will find it appetizing. You look at the wood logs closer. Just a pile of Norway. This is just a pile of Norway spruce. You check the cupboards underneath the sink. You found a dead mouse. It was like, blue. You found a dead mouse. This would be a great gift to give Karen. You add the dead mouse to your inventory. I just found a dead mouse and put it in my pocket. This is my friend now. It's my only friend in this fucking house. You put the dead mouse back in the cupboard. Karen's not ready for the dead mouse yet. You notice the letter L engraved on the side of the cupboard. What a fitting gravestone for the mouse. You check the drawers above the woodpile. Something is making it difficult to open. You pull on it with all your might.
Cabbage!
It's time! Trumpets sound off. Never fear, Onion is here. Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion.
Raspberry!
Always merry raspberry. This is adorable. Oh my god, I'm gonna die horrifically. Potato? Cabbage stuffed me into this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping. We're the Chompettes. Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook. We'll share with you our secret Chompette recipes. Collect them all and to become a 5-star chef. Potato is not having none of this. Tutorial. You can find unlocked recipes in the main menu under Extra, but be sure to save the game. To celebrate, here's your first recipe card. Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate. Meat-free. You unlocked your first recipe! If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. Chompettes, let's move out! Cabbage really slams the drawer closed. You wonder if what you just saw was real. You're slightly worried about what this means for your mental state. But only slightly. Hey, did you find the supplies? You shake your head. Anatoly lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. You got the emergency supplies. Karen leaves you alone. You start a fire with some of the wood to get to work on cooking dinner. Tonight's an entree vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery in it. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Placing some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over medium heat, throwing in some chopped onions in. You cook it for about 10 minutes. The onions are tender and translucent. Perfect. You next mix in some flour, salt, pepper, heavy cream into the saucepan, adding the vegetables to the mixture. Hours pass. We're back. More firewood than you'll ever need. We found some wild sorrel. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty. Anatoly's burying the lead. The lead. Anatoly's burying the lead. We saw a red deer. But Maria spotted it. Yeah, that's great. Anyways, Killed 17 spiders while you were out looking at a deer? Yeah. That should come as no surprise. There's over 160 specimens of spiders here. 160? Don't worry, Maria. I'm sure they were all in the bedroom or something. No. Almost all of them were near the couch. I was going to sleep on that couch. That's where 16 of them were. I'm not sleeping on that couch then. Now there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Maria. I can sleep anywhere. I'll sleep in the rocking chair. I'll sleep with one eye open just in case any of them swarm the couch. Thanks, Gregor. Karen and Anatoly, you two take the bedroom. Thanks, big guy. Joke's on you, Gregor. I always planned on taking one of the beds. Anatoly, I snore louder than a lumberyard. Sweet dreams, chump. You turn back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. This tastes pretty good. You cooked vegetable stew. I think it's like 7 days. You set the table and ask everyone to dig in. Karen's a bitch. Oh, wow, this smells delicious. Thank you. You must be a world-class chef. Karen takes a bite. It's bland as hell. Karen! Tastes like every other vegetable stew I've had ever. So generic. Could probably use some meat next time. Gross. For a side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize the Fragria vesca, also known as strawberries, for some jam. Nobody cares, Pipsqueak. Everyone laughs at Karen's polite ribbing. Nothing about this woman is polite. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. She said it was bland, though. She kind of insulted our cooking. This could very well be the best day you've ever had. Wow, that's depressing. Okay. You go to bed stuffed. I'm just waiting for it to get weird. Hey, you up? How you sleep? I was so warm last night I didn't even need a blanket. What time is it? About 1 hour until dawn. Would you two pipe down trying to sleep over here? Gregor, the birds outside aren't even making much noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better to get a head start on gathering food. I honestly can't see the trees outside right now. Gregor? Did you see any spiders last night? There was a small one in the bathroom. Or in the bed. Yeah, in the bathroom. Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Maria turns a little pale. Karen's messing with you, Maria. Let's find more than wild sorrel today. If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout. What's with you and meat? What is with you and meat? Anatoly's herbalism book stated that there's many more species of plants to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. You know, I'm not, into meat. Oh. I mean, you know. That's a shame. I'd wake up early to go fishing. Cheer up, Karen. We'll get to observe the trout, at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today. That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Haha. Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries. I love blackthorn berries. Huh. Haha. We'll be back later. Can you watch our stuff today? You nod. Thank you! Thanks. Don't steal anything, okay? You nod. Maria, Anatoly, Gregor, and Karen leave the cabin with a hop to their step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer full of chompettes to keep you company. Each day, you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice, then the day will end. Choose wisely. What do you want to check out today? Wait. Save. Yep. It's a bathroom, toilet, bathtub, and a cabinet underneath the sink. Open the cabinet? Yes. You peer into the cabinet. You found a spider! It's pretty small, but it's hairy. It's far too gross to even squish. There's a note buried under the spider web. Ooh. Good day. We have received a fair number of complaints from Ruslana Ulrich over her perceived harassment of her nephew Marco. Ruslana alleges that you have been frightening him and are causing a public disturbance when traveling into town. Here's a list of complaints. Her list of complaints is as follows. 1. Erratic shuffling. 2. Sneezing at Marco, in attempt to intimidate or frighten. Babbling incoherently. We understand that this is by no means illegal, but humbly request that you stop immediately. Failure to do so will result in an in-person meeting to discuss. Thank you for your time. Leonard Casimirs? Words are hard. You take the complaint letter with you. You shut the cabinet. What else do you check out? Doesn't look like black mold. Must be residue from some old liquids. Oh. We're back! Knock it off, Maria. It's pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not. Who knew Big Guy would be so scared of... Shut up. You don't understand. I don't think anyone understands. Gregor. It was just a marmot, Gregor, not a monster. Maria laughs so hard that your ears ring. Tears are rolling down Maria's cheeks. She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Stop Maria from hyperventilating. Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right? You don't get it. It's pretty personal. Then please explain, Big Guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Quite the selection of berries. We also found more wild sorrel. Is this going to be enough for a good meal? Everyone's looking at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory of all available ingredients. It takes you a while, but you decide your specialty, cabbage rolls. Okay, cabbage rolls. Alright. You first bring a large pot to a boil. Let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, draining the pot into the sink. In a medium mixing bowl, you combine some cooked rice, onion, and egg, salt, and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. Use your hands to mix thoroughly, and decide to wash your hands after. It won't come off. Dividing the rice, mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves. You then roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one piece. You place the cabbage rolls over a large skillet over medium heat, pouring the rest into tomato mixture on top. Cover. Oh my god, this sounds amazing. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage roll simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. Oh my god. Oh my god. I want it. You cooked cabbage rolls. Maria looks optimistic. Karen looks skeptical. Anatoly looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite. That's pretty darn good. Wow, I could eat a whole batch myself. I think the vegetable stew tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. The saucepan is pretty red. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later. Incredible. It's definitely growing on me. Thanks again for cooking. It really was something special. Meanwhile, your dude's just like, it was just cabbage rolls. What? Not happening. You settle in and go to bed. Everyone goes to bed full. Tomorrow will be another great day. Sure about that? I feel like Karen's gonna kill us all in our sleep. Or Anatoly. He's gonna snap. Good morning, everyone. Again, Gregor? You can't let us sleep in. Not today. Why? Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last a while. Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Gregor's also correct. Participation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish to not go out and look for food today. You really think it'll flood? Thankfully, the cabin is on high grounds, but it doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. It's always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor. Karen! There's nothing to worry about. I think Gregor's right, Karen. Huh? It won't hurt to prepare for the worst. I think she's right, Karen. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Anatoly. Let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be a key priority today. There's plenty of edible foods, and it has better odds than trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes, and I'll plot out our route on some paper. Let me help, little guy. Okay, and they're gone. Head to the bedroom to consult the map. Maria and Karen are still hanging around. Tutorial. Unfortunately, in life, you can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. Which one would you like to talk to? Should we talk to Karen? Maybe make her like us more? Let's talk to Karen. Hey, this paper nailed to the wall looks pretty ancient. What were the old days like? Extremely brutal. Oh, really? You'll have to share the details with me later. Okay. Okay? Karen will not be able to stomach your stories. But you still agree to tell her the details later. Karen will definitely remember that. Oh. You hear a shout from the other room. Gregor and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. What? What? Hey, can you cook something while we're out? You nod. Thank you. Alright everyone, we have our route now. Let's beat the rain clouds. The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. What? I'm sorry, what? Huh? What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. I'm guessing it's gonna start getting weird. Huh? Radio? What's on with the radio? You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Did somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. You got the strange radio. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? I kind of want to check out the bedroom, though. I'm going to the bedroom. Ooh. Poor Anatoly. Karen's snoring is so loud, she even wakes you up sometimes. Anatoly must be running on fumes. Would you have the courage to wake her up, though? Probably not. You wait around for the others to return. Oh. Well, I didn't save, so I'm fucked. Maria's back early today. You good? Hey, the others are still looking for food outside. Anatoly found some more berries, but nothing will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others, but I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food even with rationing to last if there's a big storm and we get stuck here. Maria seems disappointed in your inventory management. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? You nod. Thank you. You've done a great job with meals so far. You're very sweet. Oh my god, she's gonna murder me. Is Maria blushing a little bit? Haha. Maria will remember that. I'm scared. Why am I scared? Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime. You nod. Looking forward to it. Hey, could you hold cooking classes here someday? I'm scared. Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries. Jam is so bland without any sugar. Do you have any sugar? You shake your head sadly. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, and even a little purple poking out. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in morning, sailors take mourning. So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome! You're such an optimist, big guy. You must have walked a few miles today. Gorgeous sights, you could even see snow on the tips of the mountains. Oh, that does sound pretty. The rumbling sounds like a dying calf. You look from person to person, trying to determine who it was. It was definitely Maria. Maria! I'd recognize that sound from anywhere. Guilty. Maria looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. Except for you. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Those who have to, do not want it. Oh, those who have it, do not want it. Those who have it least, succeed. Those who have it for too long, perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Dust? Try again, big guy. Everyone is pondering the answer. Maria's face lights up. I got it! Is it hunger? Correct. Yeah, I was gonna guess that. So, what's on the menu tonight, chef? Bread and jam. You crush the berries in your small mortar and pestle, spreading it on some crusty bread. You cooked raspberry jam and bread. The bread's a little tough. Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Exactly, Gregor. But this homemade jam is to die for. Sorry. No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Maria! Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal. But it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something is writing on your back. And it's becoming a nuisance. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in cool water. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall to your knees. You lean back, trying to submerge the thing underneath the waters. But it won't drown. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. The current takes you downstream. You try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back and drifting to the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back, but you don't even have air in your lungs to scream. You wake up in a cold sweat. Oh! Thanks, game. Wake up. Sorry, we're making strange noise. You were making strange noises in your sleep. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up? It woke me up. Tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to bed. Except for you. You can't fall back asleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Karen's snoring is louder than a sawmill. You find it very loud and very distracting. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. Anatoly sounds petrified. I looked out the door and we are completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looks like sailors take warning was more appropriate for today. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow? You can't steal big guy's optimism, Karen. Why the hell not? That's all he has going for him. He's also good at chopping wood, though. Knock it off, you two. Maria, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow? I give it a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow. Optimism. Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room. Sounds like you're stealing Anatoly's thunder. Anatoly, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it? I couldn't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yes. That bookshelf has some great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust? How did you arrive at a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of year, multiply it by a factor of... Maria begins to explain meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of it down. It's similar to whatever the fuck that is. Where, so the first thing you need to understand, minutes of explanation feel like hours. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening intently to Maria. So intently, he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Maria finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd. Maria, that was awe-inspiring. You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay. I didn't understand a word of it. Anatoly turns to you. Anyway, there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until the floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I believe in you. Me too. It looks like we have enough leftover berries for more bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread. Everyone laughs. Except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. Oh, I don't want to eat the chompettes. You get out some crusty bread and get to work making some more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check on the chompettes. Hello. Don't worry, as leader of the chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us. That big guy would try and eat me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us. Haha. Are your plans going awry? Haha. Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No? Her business is now toast.